All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's Southern Power. So I got a couple stories for you guys today. So the first story is going to be about CT Fletcher. So this is actually kind of an interesting story. So CT Fletcher now has beef with SportsCenter. So basically, SportsCenter posted a video making fun of the fact that the Patriots lost to Miami. Now, the part of this that CT Fletcher had an issue with was that they used a clip from one of his videos. Now, let me go ahead and play the video here so you guys can get an idea of what this video was like.
Of that post-game champagne shower he got. Meanwhile, Patriots fans are in a very dark place.
I felt fine. 10 minutes later, I was dead.
So they used a clip of him talking about his most recent heart attack where he essentially died, and they photoshopped the Patriots logo onto his hat, basically making fun of how the Patriots lost. And really, I know it was a joke, but quite honestly, it was in really bad taste. You got to admit it was pretty bad taste. They had to have known the context that that video was in. It's not like they saw that clip and didn't know what he was talking about. I mean, the guy literally says in the clip that he died. So I don't know what they thought that was a clip from. I don't know what their excuse would be. I don't know what they could really say to, come up with a good reason for why they did that other than they were trying to be funny. But I think pretty much anybody that has seen the original version of that video on CT Fletcher's channel could never see that video in a funny light, after seeing what he's been through. And then, of course, on the SportsCenter page, they're getting flooded with comments about CT Fletcher. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see where this goes. I think most people in the comments are demanding a public apology from SportsCenter, really just for the poor taste in this joke. And I think that might actually be justified here. I mean, people like to complain about people getting their feelings hurt too easily and stuff like that. But I do think a media organization like SportsCenter probably should have known better than to do something like this. And to be honest with you guys, knowing the original context of the video, it really wasn't even a funny joke. So the next story that I have for you guys today, and you guys might have seen this video on my Instagram already, Dan the Bodybuilder has posted an update video. And he posted that a few hours after I posted my video yesterday, Dan the Bodybuilder goes missing. So let me go ahead and post his full video, let you guys watch it, and then I'll give my reaction to the video afterwards.
Guys, I'm here to show you the outcome of my surgery. Thank you again so much to everyone that donated and that believed in me, and for the psychological support that everyone showed. And you guys really helped me out in my time of need, both psychologically and both financially. And I truly appreciate that for those people that had mercy and on me in my situation, and that I was able to get the surgeries that I needed to do to fix my leg. So this is my leg now.
All right, so I think he did a pretty good job of actually proving the fact that he did have a surgery, number one, and that he did have an issue with his leg, number two. So I think he was telling the truth. I think the original photos that we saw of his leg were actually photos of his leg. And one of the main points of contention that I saw in my Dan the Bodybuilder Goes Missing video is people saying he's never shown a video of his face and his leg in the same video at the same time to prove that his leg was ever actually really in this situation. So this video that he just posted really does prove, or at least to me, that he had the surgery and he did have the issue with his leg. So he wasn't lying about that, and that to me would have been the biggest of the lies. If there was nothing wrong with him and he was doing that GoFundMe and he was perfectly fine and he was using fake photos of somebody else's leg, that would have been the worst case scenario for me. That would have been the most dishonorable thing he could have done. So I think he's kind of proved that wasn't the case. But there are still some people saying they don't believe how much the surgery actually cost. Because the main thing that people were asking for as proof of these surgeries was some kind of receipt that had the price or the cost of the surgery and proof that the surgery was done, so that people could see, where this number came from when he said he needed $30,000. And so people could see why he stopped the GoFundMe at $18,000. And of course, we still have the completely unexplained 3-day disappearance where nobody heard from Dan. So he didn't address that at all in this video that he posted, which was really the reason for my video yesterday, the fact that he completely went radio silent and nobody heard from him after receiving all those donations, after claiming to have had a successful surgery, and he just kind of fell off the face of the earth. So I said in my last video that I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I guess I'm glad I did so, because I think at the end of the day, it turned out that I was right. I don't think this guy's a scammer. I think he was telling the truth. I think he had this infection or whatever in his leg. 100%, he needed the money for those surgeries. I 100% believe that. Now, when it comes down to the exact amount that the surgeries costed, I have no idea. But it's taken him a while to actually come out with this proof that he actually had the issue with his leg, probably because he thought he didn't need proof, because he already posted the original photos that we all saw of his leg, and he probably figured, why would anybody even question that? So it took him this long to actually come out with a video of him and his leg in the same video. So maybe it's just going to take him a few more days to actually come out with these receipts that people keep asking him for, because it seems to be taking him some time to come out with these updates. But to me, he seems like an honest guy. He seems like a genuine guy. And just based on the way he's speaking in his video, you can really kind of tell he's actually very grateful for the support that he's gotten. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about this latest update from Dan the Bodybuilder. Do you think it kind of proves everything was true? Do you still think there's a chance it could be a scam? Just let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All right, so next in the news, you had the Dubai Muscle Show. I'm sure you guys have been seeing on social media. A lot of people in the bodybuilding and fitness industry are over there in Dubai. So basically what the Dubai Muscle Show is, it's basically like a giant expo, and they bring out some of the biggest names in bodybuilding to kind of draw more people to come to this expo. So this year in particular, they had a bunch of big names coming out there. You had Kai Green, Jay Cutler, Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, William Bonac, Dana Lynn Bailey, Jeremy Buendia, Kevin Levrone, Flex Wheeler, Branch Warren, the list goes on and on. So the cool thing about this to me was you get the opportunity to see these guys that used to go head-to-head on the Olympia stage, like Jay Cutler and Ronnie Coleman, in a more formal setting where they can sit down and talk and get along, and you see them take pictures together compared to the way they probably felt about each other back in 2001. It's a lot different dynamic, and you get to see something a lot different. In fact, Jay and Ronnie actually sat down and did a radio show, like an actual radio show over there in Dubai. So it was pretty cool to see them chop it up like that together on a radio show. And maybe one of these days I'm going to go out to this Dubai Muscle Show because it seems like a really cool, just giant event. Plus, I've never been to the Middle East, so it'd be kind of an interesting experience. All right, so one final topic, and I just want to touch on this very, very briefly. And this is a topic that really interests me, being a YouTuber myself. So many of you may be familiar with YouTube Rewind. So basically every year, at the end of the year, YouTube publishes a video basically going over, or basically, showing cameos of all of the most relevant YouTubers supposedly from that past year and all the biggest things that happened on YouTube over the course of that past year. Now, 2018's YouTube Rewind was posted just a couple days ago on December 6th, 2018, and it's probably the most talked about YouTube video for the entire year. So the reason why it's so talked about is it's going to become the most disliked video in the history of YouTube. I believe it's already the fastest disliked video in the history of YouTube, with 8,300,000 dislikes and only 2 million likes. Now, the most disliked video in the history of YouTube was Justin Bieber's Baby, with 9,800,000 dislikes. But Justin Bieber's video only racked up those dislikes after that video had been posted for about 10 years. So it took years for it to get to that number. So it's only taken less than a week for YouTube Rewind to catch up with the most disliked video on YouTube in history. So why was it so disliked? I think the number one reason was the fact that they excluded PewDiePie from being in the video both in 2018 and 2017. Many people say they excluded him because they viewed him as too controversial, despite the fact that he's the biggest YouTuber by a long shot with 75 million subscribers. And his battle with T-Series is probably one of the most talked about things on YouTube right now in general. And then I would say that Logan Paul versus KSI had to be one of the top 5 biggest events on YouTube of the year. Not mentioned at all in YouTube Rewind. For the most part, YouTube Rewind was very politicized, very corporate feeling, and just overall cringe. So that's the video for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Nick Strength and Power signing out.